Dragon X1 gestale lorcha jemu mepete rong choda? Ruka sole molosoch? Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maorata wakata chiluma lisba. Dragon X1 gestale lorcha jemu mepete rong choda? Ruka sole molosoch? Kavanata gallo! Kavanami donki krato. Drava krita punto do umpi con kile na chati koso ramwe. Masoko chiro. Dancha ita wichi dumba kavanekun noba kinect. Ma winbo krata mepilan. Kavanata gallo! Kavanami donki krato.
This dock is off limits pending an ongoing TSF investigation. Move along.
Donos emeragith, wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Donos emeragith, wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Donos emeragith, wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Taranamo sibu and Assoreds, Kreia sunkun ratungala, chawi mo juru kosoracha. Bachabi doko, donaranga manachunga. Bachabi doko, donaranga manachunga. In Wamakro, may ranga nanorota. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Donos emeragith, wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Donos emeragith, wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata.
Kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita taposananansata. Ta cometa playa justing miki gonko beaste. Kun grabi la kingo mulara kichi puta grasa kisha. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune kawana bota yuntatanga kinamatura tayaita taposananansata tonghite mosi jochia yumba litawa e bawatune ruta. Kawana bota.
Good day. I am V4. How may I? Of course. She. Zerka.
I will arrange transport to one of the restoration zones on the planet's surface. You will be safe from the TSF there. For the services you have offered to Zerka, you will also be reimbursed. I trust that is an agreeable arrangement. Of course. I will instruct the commander to await your arrival. Welcome back. Batono, of course. He was one of our former employees. Let me tell you something. There are far too many like him. Do-gooders who believe that because of the things Zerka must do to remain successful and profitable, we must be evil. They do not see the impracticality of their beliefs. They do not understand the realities of the galaxy. If certain funds must be paid, then Zerka will gladly pay. If competitors removed, then Zerka will do its part to forward progress. Batono could not see this. Before leaving our employ, he stole many of our records, then began to stalk our movements on the station. Harassment, but conveniently overlooked, sanctioned perhaps, by the Telosian authorities. I'm curious, though, as to why you are looking for him. I see. Well, I suspect he's putting his nose into something or another. People like him can't mind their own business, always needing to pry into matters that don't concern them. I do know he spent some time in the company of the Ithorians. I assumed that was the reason for his efforts, that he thought by inventing stories of Zerka's evil, he could put Chodo Habat and his incapable assistants in charge. But if you are searching for him, and find him, there would be a reward for any information of his whereabouts. I would be happy to have him out of Zerka's hair. He's been hard to track down, so yes, a reward would be offered. 200 credits, and the thanks of Zerka Corporation. Silence his lies and fabricated untruths. His slanderous accusations are a needless trouble atop a great many troubles this planet faces. If credits are what he wants, then Zerka will pay him for an easy settlement of this situation. Otherwise, Zerka will be forced into a lengthy petition process with the Telosian Council. If your conscience demands it, then by all means. Just remember, a reward is waiting for you. Welcome back. I can understand why you might be on their side, but believe me, you wouldn't be doing Telos any favors assisting those amateurs. I'm sure. Habat's intentions are good enough, but good intentions... I don't think Habat even realizes that a Zerka
What the? You're not CSD. What are you doing here? Tsettel Security Division. They've been known to break into apartments from time to time. Think they're above the law, you know how Tsettel is. But I'm still curious why you're barging in here. Does a locked door mean nothing to you? Just looking around in another man's apartment? You're either very crazy or very dumb. Just get out of here. You again? What do you want now? What? No, you must be mistaken. You're probably looking for a previous tenant or a neighbor. Dole sent you. Can't say I'm surprised. He was the one who wanted me to come forward in the first place. Easier to say that, but you're not the one Czerka will send its assassins after. Sure, but everything takes time. Testifying before the council's deliberation, time that Czerka could use to rub me out. You might be right. I don't think Czerka has gone so far that it's willing to openly clash with the TSF. Czerka has eyes everywhere. I'm not even sure I can leave this apartment safely. You? Look, I'm sure you can handle yourself, but I think this might be a little out of your league. A Jedi? Jedi or no, Gren wouldn't have sent you if he didn't think you could get the job done. All right, fine, but we need to get moving. Lead the way, I'll watch your back.
I hear you.
What is it?
What do we have here? Batono, if I'm not mistaken. You've been a hard man to track down.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. It's you we've all been looking for. Executive Lorso sent me to take care of some unfinished business. That's fine. We weren't planning on taking him anywhere anyways.
That was a close one. Need to keep moving. Let's leave this mess for the TSF guards to sort out.
I have to hand it to you, I'm damned impressed. Not only did you find Batono, you convinced him to testify against Czerka to the council. And believe me, that's no small feat, considering I think Batono is as stubborn as ever.
You don't sound happy to see me, Gren.
Of course, I'm sure you have other things to be doing. The bounty is yours for finding Batono, and a bonus for bringing him back as well.
I don't have anything for you, but thanks for saving my life. I'll try and return the favor someday.
Something I can help you with? What is it? The real Batu-Rem, or the assassin Batu-Rem? Oh, what is it? Docking Bay 3. Oh, suspicious activity from Czerka's private dock. If only we had something more concrete, I could launch a full-scale investigation. But now, Shada, sounds like you've made some powerful enemies. Here's the reward for the information. And if you find out anything else about Batu, real or fake, let me know. What is it? What have you discovered? Damn that woman. Do you have any proof? I wish that were enough. To finger Czerka, we need hard proof. As far as the killers go, we need them dead or alive. Our jurisdiction doesn't stretch out to the restoration zones. If you find anything else out, let me know. What is it? Something I can help?
Tuftadan Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vaninogan Gelfa. Linda Tufta. Sidan Gelfa Vaninogan Gelfa. Linda Tufta. Tuni Tufta. Vandigo Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vaninogan Gelfa. Vapuelta. Tuni Tufta. Vapuelta. Tufta. Vandigo Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vaninogan Gelfa. Linda Tufta.
I'm glad you're here. I'm the only man the TSF could spare, and frankly, I got a bad feeling about this.
Excuse me, Master, but it seems we have some additional visitors.
I hear you.
Master, one of the assailants is carrying this.
Phew, I'm glad that's over. Still, death might have been preferable to the amount of paperwork I'm gonna have to fill out for this.
I will trust your judgment, Master. Lead the way. I am yours to command, Master. I shall do so now, Master Habak. Farewell, and farewell to you as well.
Hoisidan elfa var inuva elfa lika trufna. Rentuitas hoisidan elfa vapuelta. Tudin truflava vannivu elfa hoisidan elfa var inuva elfa vapuelta. Tudin truflava vannivu elfa hoisidan elfa var inuva elfa vapuelta. Tudin truflava vapuelta. Truflav vannivu elfa. Tudin truflava vannivu elfa hoisidan elfa var inuva elfa vapuelta. Vannivu elfa vapuelta. Linda trufna hoisidan elfa var inuva elfa. Sidan elfa var inuva elfa. Linda trufna.
Something I can help you with? A blaster. I don't see why not. What? Where did you get this? Interesting. This is no ordinary holdout blaster. It's been outfitted with a number of illegal modifications. You say you found this at the docks. That is disturbing news. When off-world weapons are transported onto Citadel Station, whether they are personal arms or shipments to be resold, they are inspected and licensed by the TSF. This confirms my fear that there is a source of black market weapons and components here on the station. I could use your help getting to the bottom of it. A relative stranger as yourself might be useful for the investigation. You'd be compensated, of course. Great. The first thing I would suggest is showing the blaster around, discreetly. See if anyone on the station knows something about it, or at least react suspiciously. There's more than a few people around here I'd suspect having a hand in this. Anyways, good luck. Let me know if you find the source of the blaster. Something I can... What is it? Something...
Donos imaragith, wanarakora chi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Loka kamaran endoso ranwid no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Donos imaragith, wanarakora chi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Loka kamaran endoso ranwid no chabi. Du rantamana sobu.
More where that came from.
Loka kamara. Donos imaragith. Wanarakora chi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Taranamo sibu and dasarans. Kreia sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Taranamo sibu and dasarans. Kreia sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Tonoranga manakaran. Ipo inshawa. Tonoranga manakaran. Ipo inshawa. Parama kangwan. Taranamo sibu and dasarans. Kreia sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Loka kamaran endoso ranwid no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Donos imaragith. Wanarakora chi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Machabi doko. Tonoranga manachunga. Donos imaragith. Wanarakora chi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Loka kamaran endoso ranwid no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu estricto natada ber mabar jokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra. Taranamo sibu indasarans. Kreia sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Machabi doko. Donaranga manachunga. Donos imeragith. Wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Loka kamaran endosoran no chabi. Durantamana sobu. Donos imeragith. Wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Loka kamaran endosoran no chabi. Durantamana sobu. Loka kamaran endosoran no chabi. Durantamana sobu. In Wamagro, may rangana noroja. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. To estrictona tata bear mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra. Tonoranga manakan. Ipo inshawa. Machabi doko. Tonoranga manachunga. Tanabewe, Tandi Goroto.
Something I can help. If we knew when he was going to make a shipment, then we could catch him. What are the 3 things he needs? All that? If that's the size and substance of his usual shipments, it helps explain quite a bit. It will take some time for me to assemble those. All right, everything's here. Take these to Samhan. After that, come back to me and tell me the exchange has been made, and I'll go to the dock module to wait for him. If he won't let you leave until the transaction's completed, go with him. I'll post one of my men near the docking bay, and if he spots you, he'll summon me. Understood? I'll be there, don't worry. You just make sure you get him to the docking bay. We have to catch him in the act.
Paramakawanako. Taranamo sibu indasarans. Kreia sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha. Loka kamaran endosoran no chabi. Durantamana sobu. Tonoranga manakan. Ipo inshawa.
About time you showed up, Saman. Get your things loaded. I'm already behind schedule.
Loka kamaran endosoran no chabi. Durantamana sobu.
You don't understand how it is with Zerka. When the process stops working like clockwork, questions get asked, and we don't want questions asked, do we?
Loka kamaran endosoran no chabi. Durantamana sobu.
The faster we get this loaded, the faster we can get it out of here.
Stop right there. You're all under arrest and your possessions will be seized as evidence.
Taranamo sibu indasarans. Kreia sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha.
That's enough, Samhan. Don't bother protesting your innocence. We know all about your business thanks to our friend here.
Taranamo sibu indasarans. Kreia sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha.
He's got a grenade. Take him down. I thought you might see it my way. All of you, come with me.
Taranamo sibu indasarans. Kreia sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha.
I think you may be overconfident with your chances, Samhan. We now have evidence of your smuggling operation, and even the Council cannot ignore that. Again, I have you to thank. Without your assistance, it would have been impossible for us to place Samhan under arrest. Now we can be certain he will be removed. I believe a long sentence awaits him, and the Citadel will be rid of his influence for good. Though there is always the possibility another will take his place. I promise to pay you handsomely for your assistance, and I'll keep my word. Now I must attend to my other duties. Again, thank you for your help.
Hello there. You know, I heard about what happened at the docks. Can we talk for a bit? Hand it over and let me take a look at it. I can't say I recognize it. It's good work, though. Whoever fixed it up knew what they were doing. It's certainly not mine, I can tell you that. Oh, so full. Yeah, I like that. I handle Vice. You know, spice, gambling, the good things in life. For the local exchange boss, Lopak Sluss. Don't worry, I won't make a move on you. That Squid and I don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. You being one of them. Look, are you really Jedi? Exactly. This exchange bounty has nothing to do with you. But Slusk, my boss, won't listen to me. Still, you seem a very capable soldier. Tell me, are you a capable soldier? I think you're even tougher than you look. Jedi or not. So here it is. Help me with Lopak Slusk, and I'll keep the exchange off your back. And find your missing sheep. What, besides his being your typically slimy Quarren? Slusk works for Goto, out of Nar Shaddaa. Now this Goto, he's rigid, ruthlessly efficient, and all he sees are numbers. Goto keeps the Squid around because he maintains a steady flow of income. It is only half of what I know it could be. I should be the Citadel's boss, but Goto doesn't allow breaks in the chain of command. I can't go over Lopak Slusk's head, so I've got to take care of him myself. And I want your help. I can get you into the exchange suites in residential 082. They're west of the entrance. More than a few of the guards are in the pocket, so there shouldn't be too much resistance inside. When Slusk's out of the way, I'll clear up this bounty matter and get your ship back. Deal? You do that. Come back when you've made up your mind. So long, beautiful. Going to take me up on my offer, huh? What, besides his... I can... When... We'll speak again, then. Best of luck. Lopak Slusk was waiting, beautiful. Come back when you're done.
I do not approve of this alliance we have formed with Chodo Habat and his Ithorians. Habat has an agenda, and he hopes to tie you into it to use you to his own ends. Be that as it may, it would be best if you avoided such needless entanglements. You are too valuable to be caught up in the struggles of this planet. True, he may be able to help us locate the Ebon Hawk, but still, you must be vigilant.
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard to explain, but it's good to see. It's like you've got this glow, but only when I see you out of the corner of my eye. It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too. Alright, what did you want to know?
Yes? Have you? Then ask, and I will do my best to answer.
Sobojut sama pitom. No sukama rondisi renti. Manama kropa putani kris. Dosokanki. Tiso maranesh insando krapa molektek. Marawala chiso lucharaka. Tinachala. Granacha. Ganoiso. Totorando krani. Terando nosh wiwana hoto. Dosokanki. Tiso maranesh insando krapa molektek. Marawala chiso lucharaka.
I'm terribly sorry, but there must be some sort of mistake. I don't have a record of your appointment. Are you certain it was for today? Well, if... Very well. What was your name? Excuse me, Lopak Slusk's appointment has arrived. Please open the inner door. There you are. Have a good day. Lopak Slusk should be...
With pleasure.
More where that came from.
Fallen.
Slusk. I may have had a hand in this, yes? Thank you for your help. It's a shame I have to turn you down after you asked so nicely, but no. Slusk's dead, but Goto's still my boss. I'm shipping you to Nar Shaddaa, Jedi. Dead or alive. If you don't want to defend yourself, that's your choice.
More where that came from.
This shall not stop us. Focus.
Maybe Nar Shaddaa isn't such a good idea after all. Exchange is one of the most powerful groups on the Smuggler's Moon. If this Goto wants you so badly, it'd probably be a good idea not to show up on his doorstep, wouldn't you say? Not to mention, I'm sure Lopak Slusk has friends on Nar Shaddaa that won't be happy to hear he's gone. Yeah, you're right. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Please don't kill me. I'm only doing my job. Please don't.
Fall Luris Ufta Gel Chief. Kola Dufta. Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Vannigo Gelfa. Abuelta. Linda Dufta. Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa. Pudin Dufta. Vannigo Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa. Abuelta. Vannigo Gelfa. Abuelta. Linda Dufta. Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Dufta Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Pudin Dufta. Vannigo Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa. Abuelta. Pudin Dufta. Abuelta. Dufta. Vannigo Gelfa. Pudin Dufta. Vannigo Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa. Abuelta. Pudin Dufta. Abuelta. Dufta. Vannigo Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Bengundas. Sidan Gelfa. Abuelta. Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Pudin Dufta. Abuelta. Dufta. Vannigo Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vanino Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Pudin Dufta. Abuelta. Dufta. Vannigo Gelfa.
Smooth.
Bengundas. Sidan Gelfa. Abuelta.
Is there something I can do for you? What's there to say? You're the only corporation with a branch on Citadel Station. Getting in early, as they say. If this whole Telos thing pans out, we could be in a great position. If Lorso doesn't screw it up, that is. Yeah, it's a long shot, considering the state of the Republic these days. Still, if it works out, the Republic may decide to start restoring other war-torn worlds. At least, that's what Zerka hopes. If we can integrate ourselves into the process, Zerka stands to make a tidy profit in the future. Quite a few ways. As part of the Republic contract rewarded for a planet like Telos, Zerka is allowed to use the planet's natural resources to help fund and support the project. On top of that, the Senate's easy to negotiate with. They're liberal with the amounts of credits they throw around, even with the Republic being in the shape it's in. And of course, new planets mean new markets for Zerka products. All in all, a very good arrangement for us. Jedi Lorso. That woman's forget it. She's my superior, and that's that. She'll screw up soon enough, and then I'll move in for the kill. She's got her hands in too many dirty little... whoa, I think I've had a few too many drinks. I shouldn't be talking to you about this stuff. Just forget it. What? What do you mean? Wait, accessing the mainframe? The Zerka mainframe? You're crazy. What are you, some kind of slicer? Well, I'm sure there are a dozen sorts of dirt on Lorso in there, but it's a closed system. It means you can't get in remotely. You've got to actually be in front of the mainframe to access it. This is a joke, right? You're CSD, aren't you? Loyalty test? And I want General Lorso looking dirty. Alright, other than General Lorso, only B-44 has free access to the mainframe. He's a protocol droid, or administrative assistant. If you control B-44, you could walk right in. Right, whatever. You could use B-44 to get into the mainframe. Nearly all the Zerka technicians are planet-side these days, working the recovery zones we've taken from the authorities. We've contracted out the maintenance for the office's protocol and utility droids. The guy Chano lives in the apartments in Residential 082, Unit 2B, I think. If you had his credentials, B-44 would leave with you willingly.
Tonos Emerakith, Wanar Tonoranga Manakaran, Ipo Inshawa. Tonoranga Manakaran, Ipo Inshawa. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Kreia Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha, in Wamagro, May Rangana Noroja. Loka Kamaran and Doso ran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. In Wamagro, may rangana noroja. Bachabi doko, tonoranga manachunga. Tonoranga manakaran, ipo inshawa. In Wamagro, may rangana noroja. Bo mababe want to susin tu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada beer mabar chokto. Toreni bu inturata sisi me borokra. Bo mababe want to susin tu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada beer mabar chokto. Toreni bu inturata sisi me borokra. In Wamagro, may rangana noroja. Febko imaream gawata situ insula raka chata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopiglo na wala si chukora tawa. Tonoranga manakaran, ipo inshawa. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans, Kreia Sunkun Ratungala, Chawi Mo Jubu and Kosoracha, Tonos Emeragith, Wanarakorachi Drumka sa Inchobin Sasha, Tosimana Rachata. Chabi Doko, Tonaranga Manachunga.
Good day. I am How may I? If you will allow me to look at it, yes, this is indeed a Zerka-manufactured holdout blaster. Zerka Corporation is the galaxy's leading weapons producer. A blaster of this model is quite common. However, it does seem to have some non-standard modifications. I'm sorry, but that's all I can tell you. Good day. How may I? Of course. She has been... Good day. How may I? I am sorry, but I cannot accompany you. I may only leave the Zerka offices for maintenance by an authorized Zerka or Zerka contracted droid technician. Those are legitimate credentials. I will accompany you.
Rentundas, Nori Sidan Gelfa, Vapuelta, Sidan Gelfa Vadinoga Gelfa, Linda Trufna. Sidan Gelfa Vadinoga Gelfa Linda Kufta Ufta Gelkif Den Futi Oravan Uden Tuf Blagva Vaboelta Tuf Blagva Nibo Gelfa Sidan Gelfa Vadinoga Gelfa Linda Kufta Gelfa Vadinoga Gelfa Sidan Gelfa Vadinoga Gelfa Linda Kufta
Yeah?
Rengundas, Warz. Uden Tufblaka, Vaboelta, Tufblaka, Sidan Gelfa Vadinoga. Gelfa. Vaboelta. Kolo Tuf Ivan Rehu.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for TSF.
Tonoranga Manakaran, Donos Emerakith. Donos Emerakith. Wana. Taranamo Sibuan. In Wamakro. Loka Kamaran and Dot.
You again?
Donos Emerakith. Wanara Orachi Drumka Sa Inchobin Sasha.
A Republic ship was supposed to have arrived to take control of the situation.
No way. I learned my lesson. Never play Pazak with droids.
Welcome to the entertainment.
Leave me alone, B-44.
I don't understand your problem with the Republic. It's not like Onderon hasn't benefited from joining.
It was one of the darkest days in our history. Talia sold Onderon to the Republic, and what did we receive in return? Nothing. In exchange for the blood of our soldiers, the prosperity of Isis has been stripped to decorate dead planets like this.
Look, if it weren't for the Republic, you'd all be speaking Mandalorian by now.
And because we accepted the Republic's aid, we should be indented to them forever?
You make it sound like the Republic turned Onderon into a prison colony.
Perhaps. Only that the Republic did not even conquer us. Our own betrayed us and allowed the Republic to take what it would.
Hello, B4D4. What are you doing
doing here?
B4D4. So Zerka's onto me. Look, I want you to forget you ever saw me.
Any administrative questions can be handled by our protocol droid.
Hello, B4D4. What are you doing here?
I don't know how we're gonna get by without fuel from Paragus, but I guess...
Greetings, B4D4. What are you doing here? That's impossible. My memory is undamaged, and I appear to be fully functional. I hadn't heard this. Thank you for informing me, B4D4. I will be sure to relay this information in the future.
Taranamo Sibu and Assurance. Kreia Sunkun Ratungala.
Dahupa, Bossa Kurata, Go, Jujutu Yoki.
Lorso isn't the most popular executive I've worked under, but I'll say one...
The hours are terrible, and the pay isn't much better. Still, having a solid job in these times.
Hello, B44. Is there something you need? Oh? Why is that? More credits, you say? That's news I wouldn't mind reporting to the Sector Executive Officer. Please, B44, access away.
Hello, B4D4. If you're here, who's manning the reception desk?
Hello, B4D4. If you're here, who's manning the reception desk? T1N1, what are you doing out here? You're not supposed to leave the mainframe. I think someone needs a memory wipe.
What the?
B44, I want you to pull up the maintenance records on that T1 unit. Find out the last time it was given a memory wipe and how it could have been outfitted with illegal weaponry.
I wish the Ithorians would take their hood ship back to Ethor and let us do our job.
Ivan Nebut.
Yeah?
Polisidan Elva, Abuelda. Irimos Inibilongan Ikelva. Polisidan Elva.
What? You're just gonna set it free? Is that a good idea?
Polisidan Elva.
Because it can lie. No one expects a droid to lie. Think of the trouble it could cause.
Sidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Linda Kufna. When Bundas, Polisidan Elva. Abuelda. Polisidan Elva. Abuelda. Untuf Blava. Vandibu Elva. Polisidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Abuelda. Sidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Linda Kufna. Untuf Blava. Abuelda. Tuf Blava. Vandibu Elva. Untuf Blava. Vandibu Elva. Polisidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Abuelda. Elva Vadinuga Elva. Untuf Blava. Vandibu Elva. Polisidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Abuelda. Tufedan Elva. Polisidan Elva. Sidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Linda Kufna. Untuf Blava. Vandibu Elva. Polisidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Abuelda. Sidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Linda Kufna. Untuf Blava. Abuelda. Tuf Blava. Vandibu Elva. Sidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Linda Kufna. Vandibu Elva. Abuelda. Linda Kufna. Polisidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Untuf Blava. Vandibu Elva. Polisidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Abuelda. Tufedan Elva. Polisidan Elva. Sidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Linda Kufna. Untuf Blava. Vandibu Elva. Polisidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Abuelda. Sidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Linda Kufna. Untuf Blava. Abuelda. Tuf Blava. Vandibu Elva. Sidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Linda Kufna. Untuf Blava. Abuelda. Tuf Blava. Vandibu Elva. Sidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Linda Kufna.
Healing a dead planet is one thing, CioDoh Hak Pad, and healing a Jedi severed from the Force is quite another.
Polisidan Elva. Sidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Linda Kufna. Vandibu Elva. Abuelda. Linda Kufna. Polisidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Sidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Linda Kufna. Untuf Blava. Abuelda. Tuf Blava. Vandibu Elva.
You speak well enough, CioDoh Hak Pad, but perhaps you see all this as your chance to exert your own hold over others.
Untuf Blava. Sidan Elva Vadinuga Elva. Linda Kufna. Untuf Blava. Abuelda. Tuf Blava. Vandibu Elva. She enjoyed it out, and she began Gorufia. When now for the Dufta, she enjoyed it out, and Razigot, Gloria, she enjoyed it out, and she began Gorufia. She enjoyed it out, and she began Gorufia.
More where that came from.
This shall not stop us for long.
Let's settle this.
I will silence this one.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
And now, Chodo Habat, you will die along with your herd.
She enjoyed it out, and she began Gorufia.
That's none of my concern. I was hired to do a job, and after I kill you, I'll be done. Perhaps, but not today, Ithorian. This is the best that you could muster to come to your rescue? Very well. I shall add their bodies to the dead.
came from. Everyone's down.
Of the Republic cruiser Sojourn.
Admiral Onasi? This is Lieutenant Gren, TSF. We've been expecting you.
Gren, it's nice to know that TSF hasn't gone to shambles in my absence.
And how about you? An Admiral. You might change your tune after you see what the situation is like down here, Karth. I've got some bad news for you.
Well, it can't be that bad, Gren. I think Telos has already been through the worst.
The one you came all the way out here to pick up? Well, she managed to escape the station. We're not exactly sure how it happened.
Well, that's unfortunate, but luckily it still fits our plans.
Am I hearing this right?
I'll tell you more when I arrive, but the Republic has decided not to detain the exile and adopt a wait-and-see approach.
The exile? Then...
Like I said, we'll talk more when I arrive.
Looks like we will. I'm uploading the approach vector to you now. See you soon, Admiral.
Everyone hold on tight. We should be putting down in a few seconds. This is about to get rough real fast.
Good to have you back, General. Easy now. You survived one spectacular crash. Lucky I was here to pull you and your friends out of that shuttle, or you'd be more than a little crispy. But it's only fair. I owe you more than one, General. You must be in shock from the crash. Have to expect some long-term memory loss from that. Too bad she's not a droid, huh? We can't all be that lucky. I'll humor you, General. I was one of the Iridonian Mechanic Corps that was at Malachor. I can see how you'd forget me, being that I was the only one. Don't think too hard. I'd rather not talk about the war, if we could. We all went through some tough times after Malachor, and maybe we all did a little forgetting. Guess that's one thing we've got better than droids. They can't forget anything. But then you give them a memory wipe and they forget for good. They'll be fine. The pilot's more or less unharmed, and the old lady, well, she's tougher than she looks. You know, I never thought I'd see you again, General. Galaxy's a big place. and this is the last place I thought I'd bump into you. So I have to ask, just what are you doing here? Well, if your ship's in as bad shape as this one, I don't think you're gonna have much luck.
Well, this is familiar. Feels like my last time on Telos.
Crashed the shuttle that time too?
Nope, Pazak.
That was not the most pleasant landing I've endured. Next time we should perhaps seek out a more reputable pilot.
You're welcome, Kreia. You know, if I weren't such a crack pilot, we could have hit the shield wall or one of those rock faces.
Yes, our current situation is a vast improvement.
Beats me. No one's supposed to be here but a Zerka research team. I can't say they'd be happy to see us, but shooting us down? I can't imagine Zerka having us shot down by a bunch of scientists either. You know, I caught a glimpse of what looked like an AD tower when we flew over the compound. Maybe they're doing something they shouldn't be. I've seen pirate bases with the same sort of setup.
I can help you find it. I have access to the SHIELD network. I came hoping to repair whatever damage your shuttle took, but not even I can fix that wreck. We'll have to get back to the compound. It's the old Ithorian research station, turned into a salvage team staging area. It won't be an easy hike. First, there's a mercenary pursuit team looking for me. If Zerka secure the compound, there could be a lot of them out there. Second, there's all the Canucks. The vicious wide-jaw predators the Ithorians imported from Duxon. They were meant to keep the herbivore population in check. Right, the Canucks ate them all. Now they'll eat anything they can catch, including us. Without the Ithorians to maintain the accelerated ecosystem's balance, everything here is falling apart. Zerka's killing the Restoration Project piecemeal. That's the plan.